boy, are we happy.
Here's Luis Cruz. He has flied out and struck out. Manny Machado, foul territory, long throw. Oh, mercy! Got to see that one for a few years.
Nighttime skies over Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will stand in.
He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And the runner not tagged.
Can do right there. You're talking lefty on lefty.
Your pitch right here.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Gary is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
He's got a few different things to worry about.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway. And
hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Miller is back near the... And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So Chris Miller. Swing and a shot toward right center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Now a ground ball left side. Base hit left field. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not. And he gets around on the fastball here, as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around second. He'll try for third.
Way to go. You're here. You're here.
Lines up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. Miller is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Well, I think that hitter supply all the power himself.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
Hit hard towards the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a 1-out single. And he flew out his last time up. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. And the route is on now. It's a home run.
What a play by Will Venable to send this game to the 13th.
Talk about full extension. Holy smokes, what a play.
Really tries to... Nighttime skies above over the home of the Twins, Target Field. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller will stand in.
To play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. And this will find the seats in left for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he worked himself into trouble out there right off the bat. He had to go through the heart of the order with guys on base. And now the next thing you know, he's already down 3-0 before he gets out of the first.
Chris Miller. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Ballpark. Case in point right there.
And this one runs in on him as it's grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself.
And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done. Chris Miller will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all.
His first 2 plate appearances thus far. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Oh, and this goes right past him.
But he winds up basically whipping on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Chris Miller.
The first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far.
So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one, and guys, I think.
Throw to first, the throw back to second. Triple play. It's a triple play. They got a triple play. An amazing triple play.
5 previous no-hitters. Oh, my!
Big fly for Mark Trumbo. 2-0 Halos.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone. Caleb Thielbar will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Walk
Well,
off winner. We are not worthy. Unbelievable.
we're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller will dig in.
It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a full. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out.
Self into a fastball count. Don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. Around second, he'll try for 3rd, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. Chris Miller, not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2. Chris Miller. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Wait, I'm gonna swing. No, I'm gonna take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Miller is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 guns to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Miller is there, and that's not the start to the bottom.
By Juan Uribe. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Here's that curve.
Swing and a drive. Way back into right field. Oh, my goodness, this one.
We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. And as we close in on first pitch, there you get a look at the starting lineups this afternoon. Chris Miller will dig in. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second. Chris Miller. Now he goes the other way with the fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And out of here! So a solo shot here to left center field, number 17 for him on the season, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work, and no question they've had his number here in the early going, and now they stretch the lead out even further.
Chris Miller. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
The plate. I'm gonna swing. No. I'm gonna take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Miller is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well,
Chris Miller will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He'll try again, 1-2. In the air to center. And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1. Chris Miller.
You want to at least give him something to think about.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Swinging his last time through. Tries to go the other way with the curveball as this is in the air to left field. Miller is there, and folks are
survived to play another game. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win! 5-4.
Will Venable. He hits one high and deep.
We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller will dig in. Strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Course of these last 5 ball games. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Important run.
And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. Miller will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for... Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Miller has to retreat to the track, but he... Chris out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Tabata is right there, and that will retire the side. Chris Miller.
I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading
him right by him for the second out.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some Chris Miller. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And a relay to the plate. And he gets the foot in under the tag, safe at the plate this time. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice.
2-2 the count. And Votto lifts it in the air, center field. Gomez at the wall. Gomez leaps, and he makes the catch! A game saver! They're going to say he's safe. There was interference at third base. Interference with Middlebrooks at third.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom 9. Hitter! Henderson Alvarez! Miami wins it! Results in the Marlin history. How many pitchers have celebrated a no-hitter coming from the on-deck circle?